videos for the last couple of days, and this is another commentary of a pretty romantic comedy that came out in the 70s. Yeah, this is an old movie, and it stars the late Burt Reynolds and Jackie Gleason and Sally Field, who's still around. Smokey and the Bandit, the original from 1977, I believe. Yeah, this is an hour and 36 minutes. Pretty short movie for something like this, so let's get started. There we go. I wanted to do this movie for a while, but I wanted to find the perfect day to do it. I'm wearing my Mickey hat. Since it's a holiday, I don't have a heart hat, so. Smokey and the Bandit. I saw this movie years ago. I'm gonna do the sequel eventually, just not this month. Jerry Reed, Mike Henry, Paul Williams, he's still around. Old, but Pat McCormick, and Jackie Gleason as Sheriff Buford T. Justice. I watch The Honeymooners every year because it's funny. It still makes me laugh. Yeah, I'm doing some podcasts the next couple of days, and then I'll take another break. I needed a break, guys. I did so many in the winter, and winter's almost over. We only got a few more weeks of it, and then goodbye. GA, that's Georgia. Your pal Needham directed this movie. Yeah, this is, you could tell this is a movie from the 70s. It looks really old. No one black in the cast, but again, it was the 70s. And it's supposed to be in Georgia. It's mostly a white community, so. But tomorrow I'll do one that's black, so. Cores still exist. Good morning, John. Says you're watching a film from the 70s. I can only say the old cinema will live forever. Yeah, it will. Mr. Big. This is better than a lot of comedies that came out last year because it's actually funny and it's charming and it has a low budget. It didn't need, this movie didn't need like $100 million or more. There's Paul Williams. This was a franchise because it had three movies, even though by three, Burt Reynolds was already gone and Sally Field. It was just Jackie Gleason by himself before he died. But I'm doing the first one and then I'll do the second one some other time, like in March or April. That's kind of funny. There he is. I miss him a lot. Burt Reynolds is such a good actor. I miss him a lot. Him and in the sequel is Dom DeLuise is in it. He plays an Italian, of course, because he was Italian. He's like he there's an elephant in it. That's what I remember about the second one. I'm getting a lot of spam. Paul Williams is a man, not a lady. They're dressed like they're from Texas. I guess they are because it's Georgia, not Texas. It's so warm there. It never snows in Georgia or Texas or Florida. That was a lot of money in 1977. 3 grand. That looks like the Cyclone roller coaster in Coney Island. Yeah, money. This is a PG movie too. It's not an R-rated film. This is PG in the 70s when they can curse in it. Now they can't. In Hoppers and Toy Story 5 and the Moana remake, you're not going to hear curse words because they don't curse in Disney anymore. Unless it's a PG-13 Marvel movie or something. Because Wonder Man, they do curse in it. But again, it's not for kids. I got to see another episode. It's been a couple of days since I've seen it. Kids. There's a reason that this cinema is gonna. This is a classic cinematic experience, and they don't make movies like this anymore. Also, this movie will never be remade because you can't do it. They'll call it white trash or something. I'm like, yeah, because again, it was made for its time, guys. Get an itch. Oh, I got an itch because I already did Cannonball Run, but I haven't done the sequel for that. But that should have just been one movie. I don't think a sequel was needed for that. They just wanted to do a movie, another movie with Dom DeLuise and Burt Reynolds because they had great chemistry. They worked with each other for years after this, after the second Smokey and the Bandit. Because it, who gives a turkey? I don't know what that means. Because he did this, Smokey and the Bandit 2 with him, Cannibal Run 2, and All Dogs Go to Heaven. The first one, not the sequels. Look at that dog. I think that's a basset hound. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of driving. That's a male dog. Funny, just got a special edition, yet no commentary. There's a making a featurette, I think, for a documentary, but there's no commentary. It's weird that a classic movie like this doesn't get any commentaries. Even Star Wars got commentaries on the DVDs and Blu-rays. Again, who are these people? The dog is barking. It can be done. I like seeing old movies too, black and white movies or colored films from back in the day. Because movies nowadays, there's too many of them, and there's a lot of them that are garbage. I'd rather see this than I'd rather see this because becomes romantic later, and it's not Wuthering Heights that came out this year. That movie's just trashy. Mississippi. This actually looks like a film. There's nothing digital about it. Hmm. The cops are tailing him. Always got to hide from the cops. He broke the fourth wall. He looked at the camera. Yeah, I miss Burt Reynolds a lot, man. Good actor, you know. I heard that he was hard to work with, but you know, it is what it is. He had a bad temper. Texas. Happy birthday, America. Well, no, that's not for a couple more months. Next week is President's Day. We're about 16 minutes in, right? Yeah, 16 and a half minutes into the film. It's a short film. It goes by really really quick. Unlike Fast and the Furious now, where every sequel is longer than the next. I don't know why, because the first one was about an hour and 40 minutes, not 2 hours. They stretch it out by having worthless cameos, overly long action sequences, and just dumb, stupid things that could have been cut. Why watch the beer? I don't drink beer. It's a good stunt, by the way. It's funny, yeah. It's not hilarious that makes my gut hurt, but it's funny. It's charming. It doesn't have cringe dialogue like now comedies nowadays. They're like, this isn't the most romantic movie ever made, but when Sally Field shows up, it does. It shifts gears from no pun intended. 400 cases of beer to Atlanta in just 28 hours. A runaway bride, yeah. Hello, cutie pie. She's the cute, one of the cutest actresses I've ever seen. Even that she's old now, I'm like, she's adorable, man. She can act and she's cute as a button and petite, and I love that in a woman. Even she's almost 80 years old. She's always just been a really good actress, and wholesome, and cutesy, and charming, and she has riz. That's more than I can say from some actresses from the UK now, where they're trying so hard to win you over. I'm like, you're not gonna win me over, guys. Hell, Wuthering Heights is with two Australians. It's not even with Brits. They couldn't even afford to get Brits, so they got two Australians say, just be British, even though they're nothing alike. Look at that beautiful hair. Stripping. A little bit. She just, yeah, those are a pain to wear. Yes. Dan Schneider would love these feet. I agree. And Sally Field was very young here. This was after she did The Flying Nun. Yeah, I think, or something like that. Or and the Gidget TV show. Why not? I mention Annika's legs all the time. I'll say that's fast. He's so cute, man. Yeah, I know. They're like, good. You would. There's Jackie Gleason, man. Another actor I miss a lot. Yeah. Bang Zoom. R. Connie won an Oscar in the 70s. Yeah, smoking is bad. And no, there's nothing racist here, Josh. Like you're like Blazing Saddles racist. That was the point, because it's directed by a Jewish man, Mel Brooks, and he did it as a social commentary. Because again, it was a movie for its time. They would never remake Blazing Saddles now because they won't get away with it. And in this movie, the sheriff is the villain. I don't do that. I could have seen Deadpool, but the thing is, I already did a podcast for the first one. I want to see Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. I want to see that because Haley Lou Richardson's in it, and I was like, she'll never be a franchise player. You shouldn't say that because Haley Steinfeld's got one. Never say never. If she was handicapped, then she probably wouldn't be, like in a wheelchair or something. Then she wouldn't be a franchise player, but she can walk and act, and she's adorable. Hmm. She talks a lot in the movie, but she's not annoying. She's cute as a button, unlike Selena Gomez in Getaway, because she just talks and doesn't stop. And no, Weinstein didn't touch her because she was always on a set of a movie, dramatic movies usually, and she was always protected. And she did work for Disney in those Homer Bound movies, the first two, not the original. You laugh for real, I think. Yeah. I would love for her to go to Comic Con. I'm like, you. I'll go up to her table and say, "You're adorable, and you can act." Yeah, because again, I don't care. I talk. Josh is so filtered. I'm like, I can't filter myself. If I have something on my mind, I'm going to spit it out. I'm not going to hide how I feel. I don't hide how I feel. Carrie was another '70s movie, the original Carrie, with John Travolta and Sissy Spacek. Again, guys are like that. Wee. This is when men can talk about women and not have to be canceled for it. We're heterosexual. What do you think we're going to talk about? Communism? And those are real cars. There's no CGI cars in this movie. I like the score in the movie. It's a chase, like Mad Max Fury Road, except not so far up his own anus. That movie was well made. It just, you know, I didn't love it like everybody else because they're like, this is the greatest action movie ever. It's basically a 2 hour car chase with a bunch of women. Yeah, I get the visual style of the movie. It's stunning, but some of the actors did nothing for me, especially Tom Hardy. He's supposed to be the main character, and he's not. He got sidelined by a woman, Furiosa, who is fine, but hmm yeah, that's a real car in real water. Now everything is so fake, it's so digital. Oh, films change, yeah, but that doesn't mean you have to not try. You can have real cars; they exist. I don't want to see AI cars in a freaking Fast and the Furious movie because that's what it's doing. They're using AI for commercials and everything now. I don't. You see me using AI? Did they have a cute little spark here? Hollywood today thought making their films are so manufactured will equal to substance. No, it's just that it feels fake. Even Wuthering Heights, while there's no CG and it looks great, it's too melodramatic and it's just, manipulative. They have to put a bunch of sexual references in order to get people in the theater. It's not going to work on me. I'll save you 2 hours. It's two crazy people that shouldn't be that are in love that shouldn't be. There. I saved you 2 hours and 16 minutes. This movie's an hour shorter and it's a better film. Mm-hmm. It's about an hour shorter and it's better because these people aren't crazy. Bandit is not off his rocker. He is doing what he's doing. Arkansas, that's far from here. See that shot? That's amazing. That shot. This director knew how to film an actual car. Now with Fast and the Furious, they have used digital cars in more than one film. Smoking's bad, girl. Don't do it. There's the puppy. That dog is so cute because it's so quiet most of the film. It doesn't bark every second like my dog. It's 9:37 in the morning, so I do these podcasts in the morning. Yeah, there's her ass shot in the movie. Beautiful, beautiful booty. Oh, it's a great shot. Again, yes, guys, I know, I know. Mm, so much property damage. Yes, she is. He liked to jump her. Did you hear that, folks? Yes. Again, who wouldn't? A possum's pecker? I don't know what that means. I've seen a possum. I just never looked down to see what they are. Because in New York, there's a lot of possums around here in the nature parks. Yeah, they live in the trees. They go through the garbage. It's weird because they look like a rat. It's not. They're not rats though because they're marsupials. They sleep upside down in trees. Rats live underground. And I like petite girls. I don't care if you're 18 or 60. If you're cute and little, I'm coming. Literally, I'm gonna approach you because petite girls are the cutest because they can fit in your arms and they don't have to worry about breaking your back. I don't want to break my back. It hurts already sometimes. You put this on my nose. On my nose. Oh, there is a black guy in this movie, barely, but he's in the movie at least, so that counts. He's not from Texas. He's from Brooklyn. Because they're like, you would flirt with a 6 year old woman, yeah. If she's put together well, why not? Yeah. So there is a black guy in the movie. He's not the main character. So it counts. It's not like there's no black people in this movie at all. There it is. There's a beautiful, beautiful booty, man. Right in front of the camera, man. And like, hey, that's a Weinstein. No, it's not. Because again, the director's a man and he's heterosexual. We know that. This isn't Joel Schumacher where he thinks that from a gay man's perspective, a woman is just sexual. I'm like, no, they can be sexy without doing that. I mean, in Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, I'm like, I'm not complaining. The women are gorgeous in the movie, but again, that's what he thinks. Sometimes a woman could just do something with their mouth and it's sexy, like or something. Yeah. Again, I don't know who's going to Comic Con, and Mon could go to Comic Con, just like I doubt it. Well, you doubt a lot of things. I don't. I tell it like it is. And when I have the pictures to prove it, I'll show it to you guys. Dreams can come true. And they will in April when I go see Mario Galaxy. At least that's after the winter's already done, so. I do like the score. There's no real soundtrack in the movie. It's mostly country music. It's not a lot of, songs from the 70s. That bridge is incomplete. He knew Sally Field was cute as a button, so it's like, I'm going to showcase her assets. Why not? There's nothing wrong with that. Stop acting like it's wrong. Sabrina Carpenter doing that on SNL, I'm not complaining because I'm like, if it's a beautiful girl, why? If you have it flaunted, what's the problem? It's not like she's doing public indecency or something. People just like to complain so much. That was a really good stunt. It defies all laws of physics, but again, it's a movie, guys. If speed can jump the hole, and that was a bus, not a car, yeah, and of course he's gonna fall because cars don't fly like that. They don't know how gravity works. A car flies, it goes down. It doesn't go like this. No, motorcycles have a bigger jump. See, she's getting a thrill out of it. Yeah, she wants to jump something else. She got the thrill of a lifetime. He sounds taller in the radio. That doesn't make any sense. I know. It's so diverse now. I know. Again, I live it. So, but back then it was not new. Look at that hair. She's a brunette. We're 39 minutes in. We're a third of the movie is already done. The first act is done. I love the wind in her hair. Ah, it is. Yeah, it hurts. It kills your lungs and your liver and your throat and everything and it just everything in your body. It just hurts so much. Dramatic stare. What a legend, yeah. She has a Hollywood face, man. She won an Oscar for Norma Ray in the 80s. And good for her. See, she's Oscar worthy and didn't throw her career away. Yeah, it was sad to see her in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, but that wasn't her fault. She was giving her best for a movie that was beneath her because she won an Oscar decades before that movie was even made, before Andrew Garfield was even born. Yeah. Wow, in 1977, a burger was only $1.75 or $1.50. I wish. That burger looks good. A burger does look good. I haven't seen Norma Ray. I got to see it eventually in March because March is about women and she's a woman. Yeah, I don't want to see that. Yeah, because the month of March, I'm going to do Supergirl, at least the 1984 film. Because again, girl, woman, it doesn't matter as long as it's a female. It's qualified. A real female. None of this trans thing. I don't want that. I want the real thing. A real 100% estrogen filled creature. Yeah. I'm not politically correct. I only like real women with real bodies and real feminine voices and the features. Yeah, that's a funny gag, man. He got toilet paper stuck to him. Not a shoe, though. I want to do stuff and see for women, but I don't know what. Again, look, Josh, there's a lot of movies. There's a lot of DC and Marvel movies that you haven't done. I love women. That's why I acknowledge them all the time. Most of the time. Let me lie down because we still got another 40 some minutes to go. Close to 50 minutes. Ah, I'm glad this DVD player is very small. It could fit right on my lap. Ah, much better. I don't even own the original Supergirl from 1984, but I could stream it somewhere. It's on Max. And I want to do Legion of Superheroes. I have the Blu ray for that. Uh, Cosmic Clash, I'm going to have to stream it until I can get the DVD because I got the DVD in the mail the other day and it was the wrong region code. I love your hair. She had to trust him that he wasn't going to pop a feel. Hey, if she was sitting on my lap, I'd be turned on because that's what happened last time I was the Easter Bunny. A black woman was sitting on my lap, and my heart was pounding. You couldn't see it, but I was like, I was so aroused. I couldn't tell her that, but I was so aroused because that was a dream come true, man. That was awesome, by the way. The top of the car just smashed. Again, this is a real movie, guys. Jackie Gleason, man, you were a treasure, man. I miss you a lot. The stunts in this movie are top notch. Some of the best car destruction scenes I've seen in a comedy. I forgot to do the movie. Well, I don't have it anymore. I think I have the Blu-ray. Let's Be Cops. That's a good movie to do for Black History Month because it's got Damon Wayans Jr. I got to do that one possibly next Thursday or something. Or wait, actually, next Thursday I'm going to a bingo. What about next Friday? Yeah, I could do next Friday before I go to the mall. hmm Next Wednesday I'm not going to do a podcast. Well, next Thursday I don't have to do a podcast because I'm going to the bingo. So puppy whoopee, puppy whoopee whoopee. Because I'm going out in the afternoon, I don't want to do a podcast during the day mostly. Because I'm doing one tomorrow and Monday and possibly Tuesday. Yep, more black people. So I was right. This movie does have black people. I forgot. It's been years since I've seen it. Yeah, no one had cell phones in 1977, so they had to use CB radios. She's so cute. Ah, she still is cute. Even with her gray hairs coming in, I'm like, she's just petite and just adorable, man. I've always found that. And there, yeah, one movie that she's abrasive is Mrs. Doubtfire, but again, she's a mom that's fed up with her husband. I get it. Again, marital problems in a comedy, and that was back in the '90s. Now things have changed. The moon, wink, wink, honeymooners reference. Even though Audrey Meadows was not in the film, none of the actors from the honeymooners were in this film except for Jackie Gleason because they were very old by 1977. Art Carney was again winning an Oscar. So, yes, sir. I get that they give the girl something to do in this movie, unlike in the Running Man remake, where the girl doesn't show up. You know when she shows up, Josh? 90 minutes into the movie. This not she's not even the main girl of the movie. She's a hostage and she's loud and obnoxious and she doesn't do anything. She just complains a lot. No, your cheeks are cute. Those cute little dimples there. Again, did I mention the car chase scenes and stunts are amazing in this movie? You got to rewatch this again. Next year's the 50th anniversary of this movie. I might see it in the theater because the 40th anniversary was in I think 2017. Yeah, yeah. That car is total. This women can't always be bad. I know, Josh, but Sally Field is not a superhero in this movie, but her charm really carries this female character. If you don't want to see a man controlled by a woman being controlled by a man, don't see Wuthering Heights because that's exactly what it is. It can't be romantic and sweet. It has to be, I'm gonna own you. Yeah, she was supposed to be married to another man. Leave her alone. Sheesh. You think I'm gonna hit on a woman that's engaged? Of course not. I'm not stupid. I hit on women that are not, and I do it in a way that's not, like I'm not touchy feely. Even at Comic Con, I'm not touchy feely. I don't do that. I have to ask consent before I put my arm around them or take a picture with them. There's the dog. I like those pants she's wearing. I know. I know she does have a nice bum. Well, Josh, you have to go outside. A girl's not going to flirt with you in your house. You have to go out. That's what I do. No, she's not. Yes, yeah, I think she did some Broadway shows. I do. See, these people are not in. They're not suffering and in pain. They actually have personalities. They're not crazy. Because Margot Robbie playing crazy. Yeah, I never saw that 10 years ago, guys. In freaking Suicide Squad. I'm not stupid. She's playing the same thing and everything. Different, same character, different accent. Yeah, I'm not dumb. Sally Field is a an Oscar winning actress. Something Margot hasn't done yet. And she has range and layers and can play different characters. She could play a really cute, runaway bride, or she could play an abrasive mom in Mrs. Doubtfire. She could play Sassy the cat in the Homeward Bound movies, and then she could be a an aunt in the Amazing Spider-Man. She could be a cute flying nun, or she could also be, a dramatic, a clenching role like Norma Ray. Again, there's a reason why she's still acting. She's a legend, man. She really is. Would love to meet her at Comic Con. A dime. I like women who can act and are cute. It doesn't hurt. Look at Ariana Grande. We thought that she was just a comedic actress in Victorious, and then she wins an Oscar. She gets an Oscar nomination. Excuse me, she didn't win an Oscar yet. See that this movie does have black people in it. I was wrong. I thought because it was the '70s. This was in the '30s, guys. You saw the gas station attendant is black. Doesn't bother me at all. Yes, we know who you are. I never, I never been to Mississippi before. I do go out, just not in certain places like a dark alley. There ain't no dark alleys in Tennessee. I don't meet anybody in a dark alley. I said in conventions and movie theaters or, a sporting event, something like that. Out in public so I can see them. I'm not going to date some AI chick. That's not real. It's artificial. I want something real, authentic. Lisa wasn't from the country. He was from Brooklyn, New York, like me. Ah, say again, they can't say that. This is a PG movie, even though they can't say the F word in this movie. Yep, he lost them. No, there's no violence over there. It's Nashville. I haven't heard anything happen in Nashville in years. Again, we know who you are. You don't have to say your name. That's the one thing in the movie I don't like. He keeps saying his name like it's like it's important to the plot. the car, the car, the car got crushed onto another car. Again, you should see what you're doing. He passed away. Steven Sondheim. A police barricade. Gotta take this hat off. It's hurting my head. Okay. Oh, great. This DVD's stopping. Do I have to see it on my computer now? Use DVDs. Well, I'm 57 minutes in, so. That's why I hate getting DVDs. Well, the Blu-ray works, but yeah, I'm gonna have to finish the movie on my computer. Damn it! This always happens because it's used. That's why it would work on the Blu-ray player because the Blu-ray player can play anything. It always like stops in the middle of the film. That's okay. I can stream the movie in my computer. They have to have it somewhere. Sometimes they have this movie on YouTube, so I'm gonna finish this. We only got about 30 minutes left, and I want to finish this movie. That's why it's good to have a DVD. I'm just gonna stream the Love for Sale tomorrow. That way, I don't have to worry about it skipping because it's just the worst. They're like, why don't you get the movies new? I do, but sometimes it still doesn't work because again, this DVD player's new, so it's not the DVD player. I've only had it for a couple of weeks. It's the Blu-ray player. It's the no. Yeah. This always happens. Stupid DVD player can't handle a DVD from a thrift store. When I see a Ghost Rider, I'm just gonna have to see it on another DVD player. That's all. Because the Blu-ray player will play anything, but this thing barely does. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna finish this podcast. I always have to have another device, just in case, because it's good to have it. These movies really need to stop skipping like this. Yeah, I'm gonna just put that away. Okay, let's just finish this because the second movie I'm just gonna stream it because I'm like, what's even the point of using the DVDs if they're gonna skip? Only new DVDs are gonna work. Sorry about that. Um, I'll find it. We're almost done. We're gonna finish this movie because I'm sick and tired of this. So these used movies usually never work. They work and then they just stop. Sometimes they worked. Remember, because Superman worked last year and that was a digital copy. Let's get this done. No, wait, we're about. What part were we up to? We're up to the barricade scene, right? Mm, Let me see. Yeah, we saw the scene already. It's after the scene. Yeah, this is where we were up to. 57 minutes in. I gotta stream everything. Yeah, half of these DVDs are not new. That's why. Because the DVD player worked for Green Lantern. It worked for the Lego. Was it DC Atlantis? You know, the Aquaman movie. But for some movies, if it's scratched or has anything on it, it just skips. Here we go. Stupid disc. I want to say, why don't you use the Blu-ray player downstairs? Because my parents are downstairs. That's why, and I don't want to get it. I don't want to interfere. So I gotta have another machine just in case. Good thing I have this computer. If not, I couldn't finish this. I'm gonna finish this. We're 7 minutes. We're almost done. Even a new DVD player will skip if the disc is scratched. That's why I like to get discs new, not scratched. Well, let's continue. We're almost done. At least I got through the first 2/3 of the film. I've had DVDs from over 20 years ago that work better than the ones I got like a couple years ago. I'm keeping the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray works because a Blu-ray will work on any on the Blu-ray player unless it's warped. I wish I had the digital copy, but I don't. That car is total, man. Put the DVD player away because I'm not using it again today. Because that's the problem with physical media. If it's scratched, it's not going to work. That's why I never buy DVDs that are completely destroyed because I'm like, no, they're not going to work. They're going to work for a little while and then just stop. That's racist. Again, that's all. That. Yeah. We're an hour in, so it says an hour and 5 minutes. But yeah, don't worry. With new films, I usually get them on Blu-ray and have the digital copy. This is why people stream everything because when their discs are damaged, uh, yeah, again, you can't say that in a movie nowadays. Because they'll just say it's sexist or something. I'm not afraid of the violence, gosh, because there's not going to be any violence in the theater. That should work. This works for pain in the muscles, and there's muscles in the ear, so why not? Just don't put it in your ear. See, it says for sore muscles, backaches, cramps, bone fractures, sciatica, throat, head, bruises, and insect bites. Do not use if the skin appears irritated or hypersensitive. No, it's not irritated. It just hurts a little bit. Yeah, sorry about that, folks, but technical difficulties. Sometimes these discs don't work. A Confederate flag. Because that Power Rangers DVD I got years ago, it still works. Mm. Just so cute, man. I'm glad I got this computer. This really saved me last year. It saved me the trouble of, like, if the disc isn't working, I can stream the movie. That counts as long as it's the actual film and I'm not faking it. Like, why don't you stream everything? Well, because I want to show the discs. My DVD player, I didn't buy that for to sit in my room for a year. But from now on in the spring, I'm going to buy my disc new, not used. Because if it's used, it's going to be scratched, usually. Puppy, puppy, puppy. Puppy, puppy, puppy. It's a good dog. It's well trained. It doesn't act up. Drink some water. It's like eating food. You don't eat food used, do you? No, you usually eat food that was freshly made. I don't eat something that was sitting for hours or is in the garbage. No, I eat something fresh. Yeah, they both got nominated. They both got Oscar nominations. See, these two are very good together. Plus, I don't want to get a copyright infringement. That's worse than the disc not working. Hmm. There's this hair. Look at that beautiful face. See, now that's a kiss. Take that, Wuthering Heights. See, that's romantic. They keep it on the kiss and they don't edit it off. That works. Yep, a bar fight, of course. That poor man. It's always good to have a second device that I can play because I can watch a movie here or on my Switch. No minors allowed. Of course not. It's a bar. Minors can't even go to Dave and Buster without an adult during, when they're not in school. Because next week kids have midwinter recess, so they could go to Dave and Buster's with their families, but not by themselves because they have a bar there. I just don't drink. And the romance is in the movie and it works because it's not two people suffering for the whole movie. They went through some things together, but the adrenaline of getting chased, it's just, it works. That car is completely destroyed. Again, that alarm is doesn't want. Of course not. It's half a car. We know your name. You've said it 6 times in the movie. I'm Buford T. Again, we get it. It's repetitive. He's not a maniac. The guy in Wuthering Heights is a maniac. That character. He didn't kidnap her. He's lying. He didn't kill anybody, and he's not kidnapping Sally Field. She went in the car of her own free will. An hour and 11 minutes in. This is evidence. I'm like, yeah, he sounds like a cartoon character. Jack and Gleason's performance is good. It's just that, again, they couldn't say that PG movie. They said it off screen. They had to do burr, burr over it because this is not an R-rated film. It would have gotten an R rating if they said that. He's having a Coke in his hand. You saw his hats on top of the car. I love seeing these cars drive. Yeah, it makes me. It when look at those beautiful feet. Yeah, she has nice feet too. Ah, you're so cute. That that does happen. Ah, you're so adorable. She's adorable, man. Absolutely adorable. Why? What is a pink trailer doing in the middle of the road like that? It's a lot of women in this movie. No, you don't. Hmm. See, guys like talking about women in this movie. It's perfectly fine. Alabama. They're in Alabama. That's one of the most southern places in the world. Yep. It's a lot of country music. And this movie doesn't have a downbeat ending. Because if Bandit died at the end of this movie or got arrested, it would upset me. Some discs work on the portable DVD player and some of them don't. Check Mulan to make sure it's not scratched. It's brand new. Should work. About miracle. Yeah, we do gotta go. I'm gonna go. Oh, the movie's almost over, so. Because at least Sally Field is likable here. And she's cutesy. And she doesn't have an attitude. You know, she could have easily been very complaining. Well, how much time? An hour? An hour and 17 minutes. We're almost done. At least with Sonic 3, I got it brand new. So the disc should work when I play it tomorrow. I want to hear the commentary. That one I'm just going to stream because. Thank goodness for streaming. It gets me out of a jam when the DVD is not working. It works. It's just it skips or it stops because the disc it either has a smudge, a scratch, or like something like that, or chip. Yep, we do. I'm glad this is not 2 hours long. How much battery? 74%. Canon will be held against you. It's not the bandit. Look at these women. That's a great shot too. They're in Georgia. Welcome to Georgia, state of adventure. I'll see that. I'll see for myself. Yeah, I'm gonna get DVDs brand new from now on in March when the spring starts. Because when you get them used, they're usually scratched, and I don't want it scratched. Scratch means it's not gonna work, even on a Blu-ray player. This is why I like to get this brand new usually, or if they're used, they have to be in good condition, very good condition, not scratched to crap. Discs. Blu-rays are great because Blu-rays don't they're scratch resistant. They can't get scratched with your hands. Or 4Ks either. They don't get scratched or digital copies. They're on a computer, so they don't get scratched. But DVDs get scratched so easily. She flipped them off. Even when she does that, she just, she's so feisty. I can put these away. I'm so glad they have streaming services that have movies like this. Wow. This movie still holds up. Like I said, the one repetitive thing I don't like in the film is not the car chases, is that Jackie Gleason has to say his name every 5 minutes. And I'm like, we get it. We know who you are. I'm Buford T. Justice, and I'm Southern. No, you're not. He's from Brooklyn. He's trying to do the accent. He does fine, but yeah. At least I did Cannibal Run already. I don't have to do that one. Smokey and the Bandit 2, I'll just stream it. It'll be easier. I'll save myself 5 minutes. It's a Saturday. It's going to go slow anyway, so that's why I don't mind taking a little break. Uh-oh. Again, that was absolutely amazing. They really threw a car on that truck. Now, when I get the Mario movie on 1993 on Blu-ray, I'm going to get it brand new. I'm not going to get it used. No way am I going to let that movie skip, because I have the DVD. I've had the DVD for years, but the Blu-ray, I want to get it because there's special features on it. Real special features. I only have to get a movie used if I have no other. Go Bandit, yeah. Unless I have no other choice, that's the only way I could get it. You, it's almost done. An hour and 26 minutes now. these characters are introduced so late in the film because we're near the end. We're in the third act, in the climax. At least I saw a huge chunk of the movie on DVD. So I know the DVD works. It's just that it has a little smudge on it. So it just stops. I hate when that happens. That never happens when I have a Blu-ray. It never stops. It's a really long car chase. His car took a banging as well. And also, don't try this at home. Don't ever try to outrun a cop car, because you're gonna get caught. Even if you go 200 miles per hour. He's crazy. The snowman, there won't be a snowman, but in a month from now. Because these guys, yesterday, the Renegades reacted a 5 hour podcast for a movie that's like an hour and change of the animated Titanic movie. That's not 5 hours long. That's not the James Cameron movie. It's the animated bad musical from Italy and from Spain, I think, or something like that. Puppy Wuppy! There's Paul Williams again. He disappears for an hour in the movie and then comes back at the end. 5 minutes left, about 5 minutes. Good, the movie's almost done. And the cops just got there. Yeah, the movie's almost done. Yeah, Coca-Cola. They must have sponsored this movie because they have Coke all over the film. That car is destroyed, man. That car can't even move. Jackie Gleason, yeah, he. This is him when he's not on television, in a G-rated TV show. He's just unhinged in this movie. You son. He's, he's right behind him. He's so dumb he can't even see it. Yes, you are. That car is just destroyed. The Southern Classic. And that was the movie. That was Smokey and the Bandit, guys. That's a good movie, man. This movie should never be remade. It's a classic among the '70s, and I miss Burt Reynolds a lot and Jackie Gleason, and Sally Field is cute as a button. Watch this movie if you haven't seen it, or watch it again if you haven't seen it in a while. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another podcast. Yeah, see you again. See you then.